evening, everyone. Welcome back once again to Vicious Rants. And of course, I'm your host, your YouTube messiah, and often imitated, never duplicated superstar Tim Vicious. And we are talking about Raw this week. Was in Phoenix, Arizona. And not only that, this Raw was the go-home Raw. Or, Go-home Raw to the pay-per-view coming up this Sunday. And I'm sorry, I can't say the name of it with a straight face. Just, give me a minute, let me try. Great Balls of Fire. I'm sorry, I try. That's the best I've been ever able to get to, I swear. Okay, anyways, before we get into Raw, we're gonna go. We haven't done it in a grip, and I'm sorry on that, folks, but we are gonna do the SmackDown Rewind. Biggest highlights from last week's SmackDown. We got Jinder Mahal issuing the challenge to Randy Orton, saying they are gonna have one more confrontation, and this time it shall be in a Punjabi prison match, which, not gonna lie, out of all the crazy kind of gimmick matches, that is probably my favorite, just because, I'm a fan of the weird shit, but, that is what it is. Either way, also, we wound up getting it. Also, had the second women's Money in the Bank match. The girls delivered this time also. And probably one of the best parts was Ellsworth wound up getting hit with a nutcracker sweep right there. Getting hit with a nutcracker right on the ropes. Carmella won the briefcase this time clean. So yeah, that's pretty much the highlights from last week's SmackDown. Now we are on to Raw. It started out with Enzo coming out, in which case Enzo the promo that he cut, I can understand, had a lot of good heart in it, but honest to God, no. You see, and here's the thing. Enzo, decent guy, heart's in the right place. But for the love of God, he just cannot shut up, and he is fucking annoying. Look, understand he's from Jersey, but there are only very few things from Jersey that I actually appreciate and like. My good buddy, Danny Sunday, Bon Jovi jokes, Skid Row. That pretty much, also Chris Christie jokes. That pretty much sums up every good thing that I can think of out of New Jersey outside of Wildwood. But yeah, to basically sum up Enzo's big promo, he was there saying the whole time, basically he wrote, I keep getting knocked down, but I get up, and this Sunday at the pay-per-view, I'm gonna go out there, and I'm gonna beat you. That's it. And yeah, that pretty much summed it up. So, now that we're done with that, now we get on to the matches. First up, we got women's tag action. Sasha and Bayley going up against Nia Jax and Alexa Bliss. And Nia, she was just pretty much plowing, destroying Bayley non-stop. And it was to the point to where right before the commercial break, literally just before, she went over, I want to say slam, but that's a bad choice of words. More so went like that. Bayley flew off the apron, landed in the barricades. They took her to the back, and then they made it into a handicap match with Alexa and Nia versus Sasha, which, not gonna lie, very bad idea. Horrible idea on that part, just because of the simple fact, and I bring this up every time a handicap match happens, it's because if the person that has the handicap wins, all that does is make that team look horrible. You're telling me that those two people, could not put down that one person. Is that what you're telling me? That's the story you're telling me. That these two people, who are big, bad, non-stop monsters, couldn't stop that. And even if it's not the case, like with Alexa and Nia, Alexa, she's the small little girl, but she, one thing I learned from personal experience, never piss off a short woman, because one, aside from the fact that they'll go and do a cock shot on you, two, They are freaking crazy and will claw out your eyes. And also, Nia Jax, about 5'7", 260, 70-ish. I'm scared. Yeah, I'd be scared. And you're telling me that those two... Yeah. Match was literally one-sided right until the end when Sasha hit the bank statement on Alexa. Alexa tapped out. She cut a promo later on in the show saying that she did that just to give Sasha a fake vote of confidence, you know, walking into the pay-per-view on Sunday. Honest to God, better way to... what would have been better for recovering from that is saying, I'm the champion. I don't need... That was a match that I didn't need to win. So why am I going to go out there and have to do that? And have to go and put a win? No, the second you put it on, yeah, I'm gonna. Because I don't need to. I don't need to win. I don't need to prove to you that I'm better than you. I don't need to prove that I'm good and that I'm better than you in this match. I prove that when I'm in the money-making kind of matches. You know, something like that. Something along those lines. Yep. Next up, Cruiserweight match. Cedric Alexander going up against Noam Dar. And they brought out Alicia Fox. Alicia Fox came back. Now, there was some real nice back and forth going on through the entire match. It was relatively short, but either way. Now, match wound up coming to an end when Alicia wound up getting on the apron to distract Cedric. Dar tried to capitalize by doing a roll-up. Next thing you know, Cedric stopped it, scooped him up, and hit him with a lumbar check. Got the 1, 2, 3. So that was that there. So, excuse me, sorry. Congestion. Anyways, next matchup we got, it was Miz versus Heath Slater, and this match was an impromptu one, and on how that came to be, Miz was cutting a promo talking about on how he handled the ball fondlers last week on Raw, and on how he didn't like the fact that that Dean Ambrose was wearing a ball fondler t-shirt and was supporting the ball fondlers, whereas Miz was supposed to support the ball fondlers, something like that. And then Ambrose comes out, says he wants his rematch for the IC title. And then Slater comes out, says, whoa, 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 hold on, Dean. With all due respect, I got kids. You know? I got to tell them every day, Dad's got this. But to be honest, I can't. I don't. I ain't. And that's more than understandable and respectable in that sense, because there's a lot of people out there that are like, don't worry, buddy, Dad's got this, you know. Mom, you know, we'll get this, we're good. When, in reality, no, far from it. But, you know, saying, you know, but after that he was, I'm the only one that's beaten Miz since he got here on Raw. I deserve an Intercontinental title shot. Kurt Angle came out and said, Dean, you're getting yours at the pay-per-view. Heath, you're going to get yours right now. So, match came to be. Ambrose is on commentary. And this match wound up. And this, you know, this was a decent match. Had a nice pace to it. Miz wound up more so showing that he was asserting control after the break. You know, but I'm not going to lie. I liked it. You know? I wish that Heath Slater would get more chance to perform, on a platform, on this kind of a platform more often. You know? I mean, yeah, Heath's designated as enhancement talent, but, you know, it is what it is. But the guy shows that he can do it. You know, if you give him a chance. You know, he stopped doing that I'm just one man band bit, you know, and, you know, he's not doing the whole 3MB or social outcast thing. You know, he's pretty much rocking his own shit right now, which is awesome. You know, but either way, match wound up coming to an end with these guys when Miz's little groupie, they're calling them the Miz Taraj now, Bo Dallas and Axel, they started cornering over Rhyno. They cornered Rhyno, they started beating on him. Next thing you know, Heath got distracted from it, and then Miz, wham, hit the skull crushing finale, got the 1, 2, 3, that was that. After that, Ambrose came down, took out Axel and Dallas, then went to go after Miz. Miz ran. That was that for that match. Now next up, we got the piss break of the night, folks. Seth Rollins versus Curt Hawkins. Yeah, that I'm not lying, that really happened. Really. Look. Yeah, that happened. Okay, moving forward. Next match up, we got another cruiserweight match. Neville going up against Mustafa Ali. This cat has been wowing me since he got on the board. You know, this guy, phenomenal athlete, hell of an athlete, you know. Really like seeing the way he moves. Like seeing the way he moves and the way he works. Now, this match, this really nice. Ali, he was in control for a good portion of it, right up until Neville wound up getting it when he threw him off the top rope and Ali went wham right into the security guardrail, and or I call it the guardrail, shows I'm the old head, the security barricade, whatever the fuck you want to call it. And you know, and honest to God, Ali just after that he looked like he looked like he wound up taking one too many shots at the head right then and there. Like, I mean, he just looked straight up out of it. Like, holy shit, is he still alive? Like, the lights were on, but no one's home. And I mean, he got some good shots in on Neville, but probably the sickest was he wound up hitting this DDT on Neville, and it was just Neville's impact was, instead of like going down like that, like a normal DDT, he went top of his head, boom, and then rolled over like that. And if you're a first-time viewer of this show, you're going to get used to seeing me use the hands for a lot of gestures and movements. Fuck it. Anyways, yeah, match wound up coming to an end. Neville wound up locking in the Rings of Saturn. He tapped out. That was it. Next up, we got Finn Balor going against Cesaro. This was a beautiful match right here. Absolutely love this. This would, dare I say, be marked down as the match of the night here on the show. Hardys were on commentary, and Matt, you could just see it in him. Matt, he is just dying to unleash the broken gimmick. And you know, they announced earlier in the show that the Hardys are going to go against Cesaro and Sheamus at the pay-per-view in a 30-minute Iron Man tag team match, which that is just fucking phenomenal, especially for a tag team enthusiast like me. You know, that's just beautiful right there. You know, what I was saying about with Matt, you could see it in his eyes. He's just chomping at the bit, waiting to be able to bring out the broken gimmick. You know, he's dying to do that again. And you know, according to the rumors and the news on the dirt sheets, and keep in mind, take all the news on the dirt sheets to a grain of salt, especially from the one from that fuck-knuckle Dave Meltzer. You know, everyone thinks he's God when it comes to wrestling news, but he's not. Either way, you know, rumor is that the Hardys are going to be able to start doing the broken gimmick relatively soon. So if they are, possible outcome, they lose at the pay-per-view on Sunday, which then drives Matt and Jeff over to the edge to be, dare I say, broken. But yeah. Anyways, back to Balor and Cesaro. This, you know, these guys, real nice. Great back and forth right at the start, you know. And you could see these guys were pouring it all out. It was to the point to where Cesaro's like freaking K-tape literally was peeled off from like freaking sweat and exhaustion, you know. You know, absolutely loved it. Now, right as Finn was looking like he was getting ready to line him up for the shotgun kick to do, and then do the coup de grace, just as he was, boom, Elias Sampson came out of nowhere, which Confuses me to no end because, seriously, who the fuck keeps bringing this guy in? He looks like just some dude. I can't stand Elias Samson just because of the fact, honestly, he reminds me of that dude that sits in the corner of a bar with the acoustic guitar, strumming like the same 3 Nickelback and Green Day songs, asking people for change. Just, ugh. But either way, Elias Samson comes out, and then next thing you know, that throws Balor off. Next thing you know, Hardys wind up coming down, and then big, huge brawl all over, and then Finn winds up hitting Cesaro with the shotgun kick, and Cesaro bounces off the security guard, or the security rails, tosses him back in, hits the coup de grace. 1, 2, 3. That was it for that match. Finn wins. So you know they're setting up the next feud for Finn to be with Elias Samson. And honestly, what I'm hoping for that at some point we're going to wind up getting Finn back in the title chase for the Universal title, because honestly, even though Finn's only 100-something, he would die. Honest to God, he would die in the cruiserweights. You know? But now, last match of the night, main event of the night, Braun Strowman, he came out. He said he wanted competition, so he wants it now. Titus comes out and says, well, normally I would be more than willing to come out there and slap the taste right out your mouth. This is prime opportunity for Titus Worldwide to take advantage and allow me to introduce your opponent. And he brought out Apollo Crews, which right before Apollo Crews came out to the ring, next thing you know, the priest came over, read him his last rites, had him sign his last will and testament. Oh wait, I'm confusing fantasy with reality again. Sorry. Yeah. Braun Strowman versus Apollo Crews. Uno Patre, Filio, Spiritus Sancti, my child. Crews is gonna die. That's all there was to it. Crews died. You know, he pretty much killed him. You know, Crews, he started to mount a small bit of a comeback, but Braun just killed him. He hit him with like 3 power slams, pulled him up twice, and then got the 1, 2, 3. And then after that, Titus went in to go and try and get in his face, and he took Titus down real hard. Took Titus down. After that, excuse me, picked up Crews, drug him down to the ambulance, tossed him in, tapped it, said for them to drive off, and it wasn't. He opened up the door. Out comes Roman. Roman was in there, and they proceeded to brawl for a minute, which then led Roman to spear Braun off the entryway into a thing of tables, and Roman laying on the entryway, being exhausted, and Braun just sitting on the side of the ambulance like this. Which, just think, oh dear God, he's up on his feet and he's ready for more. Yeah, honest to God, anytime I ever hear Braun Strowman's music, all I can think is, oh dear God, he's here to finish the job. He's gonna kill me. Yeah. Anyways, that is it for this week's show, folks. So, do not forget to like the video, subscribe to the channel, go back, watch some of the other episodes. Look for the Dad Show. Information's on that in the description box. It's a lifestyle podcast, storytelling podcast, whatever kind of podcast you want to make it. Information on that's down below. Also, look for me on my Twitter at Tim Vicious, my other account, Tim_Vicious. Also on that Facebook gimmick, Tim Ash. And do not forget to follow all of these cool ass cats right here on the Twitter. Axel Mulligan. Make sure y'all check out Axel's newest project, Brit Wrestling Review, where they talk about British and European wrestling. Sunday, Saturday, Simply Sabrina, Cranky Asshole, Aaron_Deborah. My executive producer, Oliver Ben. He is also 1/3 of the host for the Dad Show. Make sure you check out his music. It's also on iTunes, Spotify, and such. Details are also in the description. Also, hit him up for one of these Ali Ben shirts. Show some support. Also, make sure you check out the Good Brother for the Dad Show. Also, I Am Danny Sunday. I mentioned him earlier. As well as my client, Bronx Bitch, forever. And, folks, like I always tell you, you love me great, you hate me. But
I'm single tonight.